This is NewsBreak26 in Southwest New Brunswick. I'm Vicki Hogarth. Here's what's happening in our part of the world. Dozens of people met at the Charlotte County Mall parking lot in St. Stephen on Sunday to rally together in support of the truckers' convoy in Ottawa. Participants said they were not only protesting the vaccine mandate for truckers crossing the U.S.-Canada border, but also ongoing provincial and federal COVID-19 restrictions that they believe have negatively affected people's lives. Bernadette Cunningham, who owns Bernie's Body Blast, a fitness center on Milltown Boulevard, says constantly opening and shutting down amid restriction changes has made running a small business that isn't deemed essential by the government nearly impossible.
This is not a waste of gas sending trucks to Ottawa. They're fighting for our freedom. I don't know what to do, but I'm not going to stop moving. So some people are behind me. The mandates have to go. They're not helping anybody.
Barb Rideout is a concerned parent who says children moving back and forth between the classroom and online learning over the past 2 years amid COVID-19 outbreaks and various waves of the pandemic has been detrimental to children's well-being and development.
My children are okay learning at home. We have internet. We have, they do well doing the schoolwork. They know that it's kind of their schoolwork, and thankfulully our kids have good teachers that will facilitate them. Other children they're stuck. They have no internet, or their internet is wonky. They don't have Wi-Fi. They're on dial-up. So when you have two children on dial-up, they don't get work done.
Another person we spoke with off camera said a family member had lost his job as a trucker due to the vaccine mandate for truck drivers crossing the U.S.-Canada border, which was recently implemented by the federal government. The vaccination mandate for truckers is notably what originally inspired thousands of people from across Canada to convene in Ottawa this past Saturday to protest the mandate, along with other federal and provincial COVID-19 restrictions. Rallies in support of the convoy, like the one in St. Stephen, have been happening across Canada in solidarity with the Ottawa-based protest, a protest that is continuing this week. Just after 1 p.m. on Sunday, the St. Stephen convoy support rally took to the road, with 2 semi-trucks leading a parade of about 30 vehicles down Milltown Boulevard and through the main streets of St. Stephen. The rally on wheels drove by the international border before making their way down a section of Highway 1, where they were cheered on by another group of protesters and convoy supporters who had snowshoed to the side of the highway to greet them with signs and Canadian flags. We interviewed one of the organizers of the event, who later asked for her interview to be removed from the news story due to backlash she received on social media for organizing the rally. In her interview, she mentioned that she is vaccinated and that the event wasn't by any means an anti-vax protest, but merely a support rally for people and truckers who've had their lives and livelihoods affected by pandemic restrictions. It's worth noting that the vast majority of the people we spoke with at the event were vaccinated but took issue with ongoing restrictions. Some New Brunswick trucks and protesters made their way to Ottawa on Saturday as well, including a truck from Grand Manan. Meanwhile, back in New Brunswick, Level 3 restrictions were lifted 2 days earlier than planned. Premier Blaine Higgs and Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Jennifer Russell, announced at a press conference on Thursday that New Brunswick would be moving to the less restrictive Level 2 of the province's winter plan as of this past Friday at midnight, and that students would once again be returning to classrooms this week.
Over the last 2 weeks, thousands of New Brunswickers have made sacrifices and borne hardships for the good of all of us. This time has been challenging for everyone, and I want you to know that your efforts have made a difference. By staying within your one household bubble, following public health guidance, and getting vaccinated, you have helped us blunt the impact of this latest wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. You have helped us to slow down the rise in hospitalizations and enabled our healthcare system to better manage a very difficult situation.
That's all the news I have for you. For more stories and live-streamed COVID-19 updates for the province, follow us on Facebook at CHCO.TV.
A news and public affairs production of CHCO-TV, New Brunswick's only source for independent community television.